Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I am bringing you a really awesome Rosegirls haul. This is from her February 2021 pre-order, and it just arrived in the mail for me yesterday, which was Monday. And it did take about a week to get to me, which is a bit longer than it normally does. USPS was doing something weird with my package. It took a little bit longer to get to me, but I'm so glad that it did arrive and that everything was in good condition. Nothing was missing, nothing was broken. So, yeah, I'm here to share my order with you guys. So, as you can see, I do have a chunk loaf in Carbs with Ghoulfriends, as well as a bunch of these wonderful chunk muffins. And then I kind of went ham this order and I got 3 samplers. I don't normally order this much wax in one order, but this pre-order was just so incredible. Like, she was offering so many things, and this is with me cutting back. There were a couple things I still wanted, but I was like, you know what? I've spent enough money. This is a big enough order. I don't know when she's going to be having another pre-order per se. I'm crossing my fingers for May, but as of right now, there's no update on that. But she will be having a mini melter sale on Friday. And I don't know what that date is off the top of my head, but I'll put all the information to her group and everything in the description box down below. So if you don't already follow Rose Girls, you definitely should. And I know that Jenny said that she will be offering some of the sampler blends in mini melters in the Friday restock. And I'm hoping that she also offers them in the pre-order whenever that's going to be. Okay, but obviously we have a lot to get through here, so we should probably get started. So, get yourself a snack, some tea, some coffee, whatever. Settle in, because this is probably going to be a longer video. We have quite a bit to get through. So I'm going to go ahead and start off here with this sampler. And, well, not sampler, this is a sample in one of the good ones. And in her orders, Jenny does send samples in these little mini melter squares, which are just single oils or single blends in these simple little squares. So really easy just to pop these into your warmer. And this is steel, coriander, moss, bergamot, sandalwood, and kale. Now, a lot of people have been talking about this in the group. And this is definitely a cologne-y scent, but it's a nice cologne to me. Cologne is not something that I typically buy for myself, but every so often I'll get it in a sample or maybe in a sampler. And I do quite like it, but it's not really something that I veer for myself. This is kind of like a nice lighter cologne-y scent, so it's not super musky or just super over the top. This would make a nice kind of body wash, I think, for a guy. And I do kind of get that hint of bergamot in there. I'd say that's pretty accurate. So that's nice. I'll enjoy melting this. I don't think I'd purchase it necessarily because there's a lot of things I like more, but this does smell good. Okay, moving into these chunk muffins. So, Escape to Neverland. This is a scent I've had before. I actually requested it for the pre-order, and Jenny decided to pour it, which is awesome. So I did go ahead and grab 2 of these. 2 chunk muffins is about all I would normally get in a single scent, because I do have a small house. So 2 chunk muffins goes a long way for me. So this will last me a good while. So Escape to Neverland is orange sherbet, pineapple, raspberry sauce, and vanilla ice cream. Go ahead and pull it out for you guys so you can see. Jenny's wax is so stunning. I mean, look at this. The beauty of her wax is one of the things that drew me to Rose Girls so many years ago. I was obsessed with how her wax looks. I still kind of am. And I mean, the blends are really what got me to stick around. Absolutely gorgeous. And this smells so good. This is one of my summer staples from Rose Girls if I can get it. Because she doesn't always pour it. Oh, this is so fruity and tropical. Oh, and amazing. You really get the pineapple and the orange sherbet. The raspberry sauce is not super strong in this. Because I've had lots of Rose Girls raspberry sauce blends. This one is not crazy on the raspberry sauce. And the vanilla ice cream just really creams everything out. It's not an overly citrusy scent, despite that orange sherbet and the pineapple really coming through. It's just amazing. It smells like the most incredible fruity drink. Okay. So moving on, we have Island Paradise. I've never smelled this one before. Well, obviously I smelled it yesterday when I got my order, but this is my first time buying this scent. And this is tropical fruit salad, honeysuckle, coconut, and orange blossom. Now, I really like florals during the springtime. I like kind of experimenting with them because I don't actually have a ton of floral scents in my collection. So what really attracted this one to me was that honeysuckle. So here we have this one. It got a little bit smushed in the mail, but what are you going to do? At least it came home to me safely. Very, very pretty. And this one smells nice. It's definitely very tropical. I'd say the fruit in this is definitely sharper compared to Escape to Neverland. I think I definitely get maybe a pineapple note. Actually, that might be mango. The coconut is, it's there, but it's not over the top to me. Although there might be like there might be a like a young coconut smell in here. Maybe like a coconut water. The floral is not over the top. It's actually kind of hard to pick out the honeysuckle. I do think I get orange. There's a lot of citrus here. But there's not a ton of floral. I mean, I personally could have done with more floral because that's kind of what I was looking for. I love honeysuckle. But this still smells very nice. And I think this will probably be up a lot of people's alley. Because I know floral isn't for everybody. Man, I cannot talk today. It's been a while since I've done a video, guys. This is Soak Up the Sun, which is kiwi, fresh cut grass, and blonde moment. Now, I am a huge lover of grass scents. So when I saw that she was pouring this, I knew I had to have it. Now, I've had grass scents from other vendors, but not from Rosegirls. So here's what this one looks like. Really, really cute. I like that green and the happy yellow. Looks like you have flowers growing out of the grass. Oh, and this is so good. If you like fresh cut grass blends. Oh, this is so good. Fresh cut grass is probably the strongest note. But I will say that the blonde moment and the kiwi, they come through really strong. Which I'm happy with. Because a lot of the fresh cut grass blends I have from other vendors, that grass is really overpowering and you almost don't get the other notes. But in this, I would say it's probably about 50-50, actually. So you have that really nice sweet, fruity brightness in conjunction with that fresh cut grass scent. Oh, and in case you guys are wondering, I got 2 of the Island Paradise and 2 of the Soak Up the Sun as well. And lastly, we have the Laundry Fairy for the Chunk Muffins. I got 2 of this one. I basically got 2 of anything that sounded good. Now, this was another one that people were raving about in the group. And I was like, Sherry, do you really need another lavender laundry scent? I mean, you have so many of them. But everyone was talking about this one, so I figured, let's give it a go. I love lavender laundry. Oh, and this one is really nice. It's more of a detergent to me as opposed to a cotton scent. It's not heavy. I'm not sure what laundry this would be, necessarily. I mean, it could be like an Island Fresh Game, maybe, but I mean, don't quote me on that. I really don't know. But it definitely gives me like a fabric softener or a detergent-y kind of vibe. It's not overly soapy to where I wouldn't like it. I mean, it definitely smells like laundry detergent. So I guess it's soapy in that way, but it doesn't smell like a bar soap. And then the lavender's gorgeous. It's not a sweet lavender. It's not an herbal lavender. This is a true French lavender. Oh, and it's amazing. So it's more on the floral, sweet kind of side. I don't know, French lavender's complicated. It's clean, it's a little bit sweet, it's floral, maybe a little bit herbally, but I wouldn't call it sweet or herbal. Okay, so that's the Laundry Fairy. And now moving into this gorgeous loaf. So I knew I had to get a loaf during this pre-order, but it was so hard to choose. I went back and forth. I was thinking about Strawberry Cookie Land, but then there was also the Cookie Land sampler. I was thinking about Christmas Eve in Cookie Land, which does not technically have Cookie Land in it, guys, so don't confuse things. But I've never smelled that one, and I wasn't sure about the eggnog. And so I settled on Carbs with Ghoulfriends, which is technically a fall scent, but a lot of people were talking about this one, and it's not like I really need another straight bakery scent in my life, but I was so curious about this. And look at these colors. They are just spectacular. Oh, so the scent description of this one is pumpkin sugar donuts, cookies, bread, vanilla bean Noel, Nilla wafers, monster cookie, and marshmallow smoothie. If you're not going to remember all that, that's okay, because the scent does not smell like all this stuff. It's more simple than that, I think. Let's pull it out here. Okay, so here's the loaf. In person. Well, not really. On camera. Very, very nice. Oh, I love the colors on this. And the chunks at the bottom. This is so cool. Oh, it smells amazing. I mean, this is straight bakery. Like, just straight bakery. Definitely a pumpkin scent. Like, that pumpkin sugar donuts is strong in this. And I'll say, this is a spicy scent. At least on cold. This is spicier than most straight bakery scents that I have. Because most straight bakery scents I have just really aren't spicy at all. This one has a good amount of spice, which makes it a fall scent in my opinion. But then the other notes really kind of help to tone it down, I think. But don't get it twisted, this is a heavy bakery. Definitely a good amount of spice in here. Oh, but it smells amazing. I'm probably going to cut into this in the next couple days because we're supposed to get some cooler weather here in Idaho. Maybe even a couple of rainy days. And I would really love to try this when the weather is appropriate, I guess. And I mean, we're about to head into some really nice 60, 70 degree days, so it's probably going to be my last chance to try it with some cooler rainy weather for a while. So I'm probably going to cut into that really soon. So I have 3 samplers here to show you. I have the Kokomo sampler, I have the Rain sampler, and over here I have the Cookie Land sampler. So clearly I suffer from indecision. I could not make up my mind, so I just had to get all 3. Now, we do have a lot of scents to get through. We have, I think, 29 scents here across all 3 samplers. I don't want this video to take forever, so I'm going to be a little bit more succinct with my descriptions of these scents, but I'm going to do my best here, guys. Okay, so we're going to save the Cookie Land sampler probably for last, because that one's my favorite. All right, we'll do the Kokomo sampler second. So we're going to start here with this one. This is the Rain sampler. This is a pretty awesome one. I love these bags that she sent with the samplers this time. These are so pretty. I could definitely reuse these for something. So I'll just go ahead and dump all of these out here for you guys. Sorry about the noise. Oh my gosh. And I just love doing these samplers because it's such a great way to get to try just a variety of stuff. You know, I mean, I could have gone for more loaves, but I ended up just going for the samplers mostly because I love variety. And I really don't want to get stuck with something that I don't like. You know, if I haven't had it before and I'm ordering a loaf, it's kind of a risk. Okay, so with this sampler, I got 9 different scents. And the samplers are, let me see, they are about 18 ounces and they're $25. Okay. So first we have Tulips and Spring Rain. And this one is so gorgeous. This is probably my favorite from this rain sampler. Oh, well. There we go. Here's the chunk. Oh, this is so stunning. And this is such a clean floral scent. It's not over the top with the tulips, in my opinion. Oh, sorry about my cat. She's kind of going nuts right now. My husband has his office door closed, and she hates that. Oh, yeah, this is just a very clean kind of spring scent. The floral's not over the top, and the rain just kind of makes everything a little bit more watery, I think. But it's definitely not a sweet scent, but it's also not an overly green scent. This just screams spring to me. If she pours this in mini melters in her Friday opening this week, I'm probably going to grab a bag because this is just amazing. I love florals for spring, and I could definitely do with more of this. Next we have November Rain, which is a Yankee Candle type, and Sauvage, which is a Dior type. Now, I've had November Rain from Yankee Candle. I don't remember what the notes are in it. I've never had Sauvage. November Rain is kind of like a cologne-y scent. I don't remember everything that's in it, though. So this is what the chunk looks like. I love Jenny's chunks. I think they're just beautiful. And this is super cologne-y. Definitely a cologne-y scent. And guys, I kind of suck at describing cologne-y scents because I don't really buy them for myself. But this is definitely a heavier cologne, I would say. Definitely deeper, a little bit more manly. And there are going to be other cologne-y scents in the sampler that I'm going to describe for you that are a little bit of a lighter cologne. I probably wouldn't repurchase this. It's more of like a winter kind of cologne to me because it is so heavy. But I know I'll enjoy it. Because I'm not super picky when it comes to wax. It's just I'm picky about what I repurchase, not necessarily what I melt. Next up, we have After the Rain. I don't know what's in this. There is no scent description. Okay, so here's the chunk. Very cute, green and blue. And I think that is very telling also of what's in this. This is very much a grass scent to me. Like, this is very green, very fresh cut grass. The rain kind of makes it a bit watery, clean. And there's something else in here. I don't know if it's a floral or maybe a clover. It's something akin to grass, but not quite. But it's nothing that's really super sweet. So it's interesting. Definitely fresh cut grass, definitely rain, and then something else in there too, which I can't quite put my finger on. Okay. Up next, we have Blackberry Rain. Have this chunk. Looks nice. Okay, this is the first fruity scent in this sampler. You definitely get that blackberry. It's pretty strong. And the rain, it's there. I'd say it's mostly a blackberry scent, though. It's kind of like a fresh blackberry. The rain isn't overpoweringly dominant. And the rain also isn't a soapy scent, at least from what I can tell. I mean, I haven't had her rain on its own. I'm not sure exactly what oil this is. I don't think I've had it from another vendor. But yeah, it's a nice, fruity, fresh kind of scent. This is Lavender, Chamomile, and Fresh Rain. And you know I love lavender. So I definitely had high hopes for this one. Oh, and this is a very nice, clean lavender. I think it's more of an herbal lavender, if I had to pick. This is not a super sweet scent. And the rain just makes it clean and fresh. Like, this is really a clean lavender. And the chamomile, I've never had chamomile on its own, so I'm not really sure what that's doing. I think it's probably just an herbally kind of scent. So it wouldn't really stand out. I don't think. Okay. Next up, we have Midnight Rain. Once again, no scent description. And this is definitely another cologne-y one. But this one I think is a little bit fresher than the November Rain Sauvage. It's not as heavy. There's definitely more of a wateriness to this. I don't know, it might still have that November Rain note. It's hard to say. So, I mean, there's no scent description, but it's just sort of like a lighter cologne-y scent. I don't know really how to describe it in more depth than that. It's a little bit lighter, more watery. Here we have Sea Salt, Ocean Breeze, and Sweet Rain. That does sound very nice. Come on, little chunk. There we go. Oh, this is different. Definitely different than the other scents. You get a little bit of that sea salt. The Ocean Breeze kind of gives it maybe a little bit of a soapiness. But it's not like an over-the-top bar soap kind of scent. And yeah, there's like a freshness to this, a sweet freshness, I would say. It's not like a sugary scent, but it is a little bit sweeter of a fresh scent, with that salt kind of adding some complexity. So yeah, this is nice. This is Singing in the Mountain Rain. Oh, this is Midnight Rain. I was like, did we already have Mountain Rain? But no, we have Midnight Rain. So this is probably Singing in the Rain with some kind of a mountain aspect. Oh, I love these colors. Look at that bright blue. That is so cool. Ooh. This is cologne-y, but I want to say it's a bit more citrusy than the others. This definitely has like maybe an orange or a bergamot. Oh, and it's fresh too. This is nice. Of the cologne-y scents, I think this one is probably my favorite. And then lastly for the rain sampler, we have another one of my favorites from it, which is Speechless in the Rain, which is Fresh Rain, Kale, Satsuma, and Raindrops. Now, Speechless is a scent that a lot of people love in the Rosegirls group. And Speechless is not my favorite personally. I've had it before, but I didn't repurchase it. Because Speechless on its own is just so citrusy. But it's not like a sweet citrus, it's just a very sharp, fresh Satsuma scent. And it's just a little bit too much for me. But this is really nice. I like this a lot because it's obviously Speechless, but then you have the addition of the rain, which just makes it even fresher. It kind of tones down that Satsuma to a level where I really like this. Like, the Satsuma's not over the top. Oh, it's just really, really pretty. So if you're kind of maybe not loving Speechless, you want something a little bit fresher that tones down on that Satsuma, this is what you want, Speechless in the Rain. Okay, so that's the rain sampler. I'm just going to go ahead and move these all on over. And I can clean it up after the video. Okay, next up we have the Kokomo sampler. So if you don't know what Kokomo is a blend that Rosegirls does. And it's rainbow sherbet, saltwater taffy, and vanilla ice cream. So everything in this sampler has been blended with those particular scents. Okay, and in this sampler I got 10 different scents. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So this one is Cherry Berry Punch, Kool-Aid, Rainbow Sherbet, Saltwater Taffy, and Ice Cream. So it's Cherry Berry Punch, Kool-Aid, blended with Kokomo. Okay, now I did go ahead and already melt this one because, you know, I got this order yesterday. I definitely wanted to kind of try a couple things out. And this one smells just as good on warm as it does on cold. Love the colors here. Oh, and this is very strong. This is a deeper fruit scent. You really get that cherry berry punch. You do get the cherry, guys. But it's fruity, it's delicious. That Kokomo kind of gives it a little bit more of a candy vibe. I might get a little bit of the rainbow sherbet, but I'll be honest, I don't really get any, none of these scents scream rainbow sherbet to me. But I do get kind of a saltwater taffy vibe, just going along with that cherry berry punch and Kool-Aid. It's a really nice summery, fruity drink, kind of candy-ish type scent. Next up, we have Strawberry Raspberry Guava, Blonde Moment, Rainbow Sherbet, Saltwater Taffy, and Ice Cream. So this time Kokomo is blended with that Strawberry Raspberry Guava and the Blonde Moment. Had to check my notes there. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, this is one of my favorites from the sampler. This is so bright, so happy. I love Strawberry Raspberry Guava. And you get a lot of it in this. And then the Blonde Moment just kind of kicks it up a notch. If you haven't had Blonde Moment, it's kind of a, I think it's like a champagne-y, sweet, fruity scent. And then the Kokomo. Oh, I adore this. It's like sweet, fruity candy heaven, but it's so different than the Cherry Berry Punch one. I love this. I would definitely repurchase this one. Here we have Alice in Kokomo, which is her Alice in Wonderland, which is honeydew and cotton candy, blended with Kokomo. Now, believe it or not, I've never had Alice in Wonderland on its own before from Rosegirls, even though I've been buying from her for years, and I've always meant to get it, and I just never have. So first off, obsessed with this color combo. I love that she did 3 different colors here. And this smells fantastic. You must like honeydew. It's very authentic. That's what I mostly get, honestly. Just a very delicious, sweet honeydew. And then the other notes just make it sweeter. I'm getting a little bit of that saltwater taffy. I mean, this is just such a perfect spring and summer scent. This is another one that I would definitely consider repurchasing. This is kiwi, pink sugar, rainbow sherbet, saltwater taffy, and ice cream. Another cute chunk. This is very springtime. I like that. I said I'd definitely get her kiwi. The pink sugar, I don't think stands out a lot in this. This is one where I'm mostly getting Kokomo, I think. Just like a fruitier version. Like maybe I'm getting a little bit of that rainbow sherbet. It's just like a very nice candy-ish kind of scent. And in a lot of these blends, I'd say the other notes really stand out, but in this one, the Kokomo, I think, stands out the most. This is Raspberry Kokomo, which is raspberry blended with Kokomo. I bet you couldn't have guessed that. And oh my goodness, would you look at these colors? Stunning. Love it. Oh, wow. Yeah, her raspberry sauce is so good in this. If you haven't had her raspberry sauce, it is a killer strong scent. Very fruity, very tart, nice and sweet. And this is basically the saltwater taffy version of that. Like, this is amazing. This would be such a great summer scent in larger quantities. This is Bum Bum, Gilligan's Brew, and Kokomo. So Bum Bum I haven't had before. It's kind of a new one that vendors are playing around with. I think it's some kind of pistachio body cream. I'm not sure. You may want to Google it. I'm not entirely sure what it is. But Gilligan's Brew is basically like a coconut milk. Yeah, this smells... This is interesting. It smells like a lotion, like a body lotion. That's kind of sweet and fruity. Like, I can detect the Kokomo in the background for sure. And Gilligan's Brew is always a very subtle kind of scent, so I'm not sure if I'm picking that up. But it's kind of like a Kokomo body cream. It's interesting. I wonder what that's going to be like on warm. This is strawberry, pineapple, and Kokomo. Love these colors. Oh, this is another one of my favorites. This is very candy. Like, this smells like a candy that you buy from a little candy shop or the grocery store. It smells like taffy, really. It smells like a fruity taffy. The pineapple's not over the top. And the strawberry just blends really well with everything. So this is definitely a winner for me. Next is Florida Key Lime Pie with Kokomo. Love the colors. Oh, wow. And it is strong on the Florida Key Lime Pie. Oh, her Florida Key Lime Pie is another oil that's amazing. Very fruity, sweet, but you do get a little bit of the bakery in the background. But this one, oh, it's just amped up. Like, it's more of a summer scent. It's more of a taffy scent. Like, it's flippin' delicious. Oh, and it does not want to go back in its bag, does it? There we go. This is Grape Kokomo, which is grape and Kokomo. Oh, this one, the chunk broke off on the top. Sometimes that happens in shipping. Yeah, it's like a grape juice. Like a grape juice taffy. Sweet, fruity. Oh, love it. Very nice. It's simple, though. I'm not huge on grape scents, but I do like getting them sometimes because, well, it's a scent that most vendors won't touch. So I like to see them using it. And the last one from the sampler that I got is Breakfast in Kokomo. So this is Serial Killer with Kokomo. Now, Serial Killer is, I think it's just her Fruit Loop scent. Love the colors. And yeah, like, you get straight up Fruit Loops. Straight up Fruit Loops with some taffy in the background. You need to like Fruit Loops if you're gonna like this one. It's a very lemony, cereal-y kind of scent. Okay, so that concludes the Kokomo sampler. Moving into the final sampler, we have Cookie Land, and this is my favorite sampler of the whole lot. So it was either between this or the Strawberry Cookie Land loaf, and I decided to go for this because at the end of the day, I love variety. And a loaf is 16 ounces. So that is a big commitment. You know, what if I get tired of the scent? Because that does happen to me. At least this way I have tons of variety, so I don't think I'm going to get bored. So we will start over here, Nilla Strawberry Noel with Cookie Land. And let me see, are there any here that have the scent description of Cookie Land? Because we should probably know what that is first. Oh, this one does. Actually, let's start with this scent. Grandma's in Cookie Land. So Cookie Land is this, let's see, where is it? This toffee, butterscotch pretzels, confetti cake, and cookies. So it's definitely kind of a sweeter kind of bakery scent. And then the Grandma's is her, what is it? Grandma got run over by a chain chomp, which is blackberry jam, cotton candy frosting, and waffle cone. So I've had Grandma has gotten run over by a chain chomp, and it's a good scent. It's not my favorite. I prefer her just regular Americana smoothie, which has similar scent notes, kind of a similar vibe. But I do enjoy Grandma's. Oh, it's very nice. This smells better than original Grandma's, in my opinion, because it has more of a bakery quality to it, whereas Grandma's is very strong on that cotton candy frosting. And I'm really getting the toffee butterscotch pretzels in this. Ooh. It's yummy. A lot of that cotton candy frosting still. But it's still kind of creamy and yummy and sweet, and like Cookie Land is such a great scent. I've never had it on its own, but now I've had the chance to smell it in all these different blends. This is Christmas Eve cookies in Cookie Land. So this is Christmas Eve in Cookie Land combined with the actual Cookie Land. So Christmas Eve in Cookie Land, it's kind of a funny name for the scent because it doesn't actually have the Cookie Land blend in it. And I don't know everything that's in Christmas Eve in Cookie Land off the top of my head. I know it has eggnog, and then it has like a bunch of vanilla bakery. And then, of course, this is combined with Cookie Land. Oh my goodness. But if this is any indicator of what Christmas Eve in Cookie Land smells like, which of course it is, I need to get Christmas Eve in Cookie Land. It smells amazing. That eggnog is strong in here for sure. That's like the first thing my nose picks up. But I'm not an eggnog fan. But this smells so creamy and yummy and delicious. Oh, the bakery is just taking this so over the top. Like, if she poured this in mini melters, I would so be on that. This is amazing. If you have both of these, Christmas Eve and Cookie Land and the actual Cookie Land, try blending them together. I think you will very much be happy. This is Almond Biscotti Cookie Land. And as you can see, I only have one chunk in here. It's a big chunk because I actually melted the other humongous chunk today. So I got a lot of this scent. Oh, heavens. It does smell good on cold, but I'd say this was probably one of my least favorite, which is why I decided to go ahead and try melting it. But it does smell good. It's a nice bakery, Cookie Land, sweet. And the almond is more of a cherry almond. Like, there's definitely a cherry scent to this, for sure. With a good amount of bakery. Now, when I melted this, it was amazing. It's so much better warmed up. I was just licking the air. This was incredible. One of my least favorite on cold. Just blew me away on warm. Like, that says a lot about the Cookie Land sampler. Next up is Pink Sugar Coconut Cookie Land. Cute little yellow and pink. This is definitely a bit of a lighter scent. It's kind of sweet and girly. Like, I get the Cookie Land because I'm picking up that toffee butterscotch bakery kind of vibe. But then there's like something lighter. And I don't just mean in terms of like how strong it smells. I mean like it's a lighter kind of bakery with like a girliness to it. And I don't really get coconut, but I'm not super surprised about that because coconut is often pretty hard to pick up in wax. But yeah, this is nice. It's not my favorite of the sampler by any means, but it's a good solid scent. Next is Nilla Strawberry Noel with Cookie Land. So Nilla Strawberry Noel is probably my favorite Rosegirls blend of all time. One of my favorite scents from any vendor. So the fact that she's blending it with Cookie Land, A+. I was excited to smell this. And you definitely get that Vanilla Strawberry Noel. This is Vanilla Strawberry Noel with a little bit of a twist. With a little bit more sparkle. A bit more bakery. A bit more sweetness. It's amazing. But if you get this and you're wondering, oh, I wonder what Vanilla Strawberry Noel smells like, it smells very similar to this. Next is Pumpkin Pecan Waffle with Cookie Land. And this is another one that I really, really enjoy. Oh, they're such nice compliments. Like, Pumpkin Pecan Waffles is pretty heavy on the maple syrup, in my opinion. It's a really nice fall bakery, though, from Bath & Body Works. And then the Cookie Land is kind of right in the same ballpark. Like, this is incredible. If you have these two scents, blend them together because they're perfect. I freaking love this. I love pumpkin pecan waffles, and it's even better with the Cookie Land added. Next, we have Dutch Apple Cookie Land, and this is one that everyone in the group has been talking about. So I would not be surprised if this ends up in mini melters, in a pre-order, something like that along those lines here very soon. And it does smell amazing. This screams fall to me. Like, the apple is so good. This is definitely more of like an apple pie kind of scent. Not overly spicy by any means, but definitely like a cooked apple. And the Cookie Land just makes it sparkly, sweet, beautiful. I bet this is going to be so good on warm. I cannot wait to melt this. But I don't want to melt it too soon either, because then I'm going to be out, and what if I can't get more? So I'm going to kind of wait and see what she does with this one. This is Salted Caramel Latte Cookie Land, and oh, this one is amazing. Oh, it's so good. This coffee is incredible. Like, it really smells like just the most decadent, delicious salted caramel latte with an incredible bakery note that's just amping it up. This is amazing. If you love coffee and she offers this one, you have to get this. This is so good. If she offers this, I'll definitely be trying to grab it. Okay, we are almost at the end here, guys. Next is Making Bread in Cookie Land. So I'm assuming this is like a French baguette maybe, or a fresh baked bread kind of scent blended with Cookie Land. Here's this cute little chunk. A lot of people have been talking about this one too. You definitely get a bread note. Like, that bread is strong. If Cookie Land is too sweet for you, too sweet and rich, you might like this. Because that bread really tones everything down, makes it more of a heavy, dense, serious kind of bakery. It's still sweet, but it's not nearly as sweet as just regular Cookie Land, or really anything else in the sampler. Like, this is the most heavy, serious of the bakery scents that I have today. And then finally, we have Cupcakes at Tiffany's plus Cookie Land. So Cupcakes at Tiffany's is, you know, I've had it before. I think of it as just like a quintessential cake with tons of icing. And this is very sweet. You see, if you love Cookie Land and you want something sweeter and richer than Cookie Land is, then this is your blend. Cupcakes at Tiffany's to me is too sweet and rich. Like, it's too icing-y for me, to the point where I get a headache a little bit. So I think this is going to be too much for me. But it does smell good. It's just that I recognize that, you know, some scents might kind of give me a headache. It's just how my body is, I guess. It does smell good, though. There's going to be a lot of people out there who enjoy this type of scent. I'll probably melt this in my bedroom or blend it out with something. Okay, you guys. So that's everything. That is my whole pre-order. Definitely let me know in the comments down below what you picked up from this pre-order, if anything. If you're planning on purchasing from her mini melter restock that's coming up on Friday. I'm so excited to see the list for that, by the way, to see what blends from all these samplers she's decided to offer. And also let me know if there are any that you would like me to do an individual warm review from, because I've realized I haven't done one of those in a while. So leave your requests for me down in the comments down below. Okay, that wraps things up. Have a great rest of your day, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.